I'm William Hilliard, and today I'm at the South Florida Museum. Come on in and let's explore the Ford Model T. Today we'll be talking about the Ford Model T, a revolution in the American automaking industry. The idea for the Model T came up when Henry Ford came up with the concept to use an assembly line to produce affordable cars for the middle class. The Model T Ford was the first car ever to be mass-produced. It was designed by Clyde Harold Willis and Hungarian immigrant Joseph Gallamp. The Model T Ford was equipped with a 177 cubic inch, 2.9-liter inline four-cylinder engine that produced 20 horsepower. It had a top speed of 40 to 45 miles an hour. The Model T came standard with a crank start, but ignition starts were optional. The transmission on a Model T was a 2-speed. It was a very complicated system with the throttle on the steering wheel and a reverse pedal, with the floor lever in either the mid or fully forward position and the clutch pedal pressed or pushed in and held forward. The car entered low gear. When held in an intermediate position, the car was in neutral. If the driver took his foot off the left pedal, the car was in high gear, but only if the lever was fully forward. In any other position, the lever would move up as far as the central neutral position. But somehow, the Model T ended up on the 50 worst cars ever made list, and here's how. For instance, the wheels were made out of wood, and in a dry climate they would contract, crack, and inevitably break. The crank start would blow back as a result of the car finally turning over, and anybody who was not paying attention could have their wrist broken. The crank was nicknamed the wrist breaker. During the early 1900s, cars were new, and a vehicle that would travel 40 to 45 miles an hour was absolutely terrifying, and the Model T Ford's brakes weren't what you could call sufficient. But overall, the Model T was a revolution with that brilliant idea to use an assembly line to produce affordable cars. The Model T changed the way or the automaking industry forever. As a result, the Volkswagen Beetle, the Fiat 500, and the Leyland Mini. But we can see that the Model T changed the automaking industry indefinitely forever. This has been produced by Will Hilliard for the South Florida Museum's 65th anniversary. And don't forget to check out the South Florida Museum at www.southfloridamuseum.org.